Now, by taking this laws of reflection of light, we can discuss the formation of image by the plane mirror. Formation of image by plane mirror. Whenever we discuss the image formation, either by spherical mirror or plane mirror, whatever be the kind of mirror, if we put anything in front of them, they definitely forms image. While we discuss the formation of image, the law of reflection certainly be used in that case. Here also, we are going to discuss the formation of image by plane mirror. Formation of image by plane mirror. What are the characteristics of image formed by plane mirror? For that, let me take a plane mirror. This is a plane mirror. I put an object which is smaller in size. Let us take the point object. This is the point object. Now, this is the object. Object means from the object the light rays will come out, because it is also the non-luminous source. Here, from the object, number of light rays are released, but we need at least 2 light rays. That's all. Because to form the image, we need minimum 2 light rays. And that 2 light rays may be taken in any direction, but they have to travel towards the mirror. Now, I take one light ray is traveling towards the mirror perpendicular to it. Right? Let me draw this mirror properly. This is the plane mirror. Plane mirror. Right? This is the object. Object. From the object, I take one light ray. It is traveling perpendicular to the surface of mirror. It means here this mirror is traveling along the normal. So the angle of incidence is 0. If the angle of incidence is 0, then the reflection is also 0. Then for this light ray, the reflected ray will travel back along the same path in the opposite direction. This is the reflected ray. Right. Now I took one incident ray and got one reflected ray. Then one more incident ray is also taken from the object. It will strike the mirror at some angle, at any other point, because only one, from a single point, only one perpendicular line can be drawn. So this is taken here. This is the light ray is striking the mirror at some angle. So at this point it gets reflected. To find the reflected ray, first of all the normal is to be drawn. Here the normal is drawn like this. Right? So this is the angle of incidence. According to the law of reflection, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So the reflected ray will reflect in this direction by making the same angle. This is angle of reflection. Now from the object I took 2 incident light rays and got 2 reflected light rays. If these 2 light rays are meeting at a single point, then the image will be formed. Now find out the direction of reflected light ray. This is one reflected light ray and this is another reflected light rays. These 2 light rays are traveling in the diverging condition. So in their own direction they won't meet. But if we extend them back, they appears to meet at a single point. So this is the point where the 2 light rays appears to meet. So the image is formed. Now we can clearly say that the image formed by this plane mirror is virtual image. And then we can find one more characteristic also. One more characteristic. This is the ray diagram. This is the diagram to show the formation of image. If a question is asked, draw the ray diagram, or we can say draw the diagram to show the formation of image by plane mirror. This is the diagram. Simple diagram can be drawn. Right? Then we can find out more characteristics of this image. The virtual image is formed. If the image is virtual, then it is erect. Then how this image can be erect? Suppose, instead of taking point object, we are going to take the extended object. This is the object. Right? Now this is the bottom and top of the object. For this point, we got the image at here. And obviously for this point, the image will be formed here. So for the top of the object, top of the image, bottom of the object, bottom of the image. So the image is erect. The top is at the top, bottom is at the bottom, so the image is erect. Right? Then three more characteristics are also there. Three more characteristics are the distance. This is pure mathematics, and you people must have studied in mathematics that congruent triangles. By taking that congruent triangles, we can prove that this distance of object and distance of image are equal. So the distance of object, distance of image equal to distance of object. Distance of object from the mirror. From the mirror, what is the distance? If it is 4 meter, from the mirror the image will also be 4 meter. But from the object the image is at 8 meter. Right? For the object, the image appears to be at the double distance of its original distance. Distance of object. And then size. Again, by taking the congruent triangles, we can prove that the size, this side equal to this side. So the size of image equal to size of image equal to size of object. Size of object. Right? And one more characteristics, the image is laterally inverted. Image is laterally inverted. These are the characteristics of image formed by plane mirror. Virtual, erect, distance of image equal to distance of object, size of image equal to size of object, laterally inverted. These are the characteristics, and this is the ray diagram to show the formation of image. Right? Now, the image is formed due to the reflection of light from this surface. But not all the surfaces are able to form the image. Here the mirror forms the image because its surface is highly polished and smooth. Since reflection takes place from all the surfaces, we expect that the image must be formed. But by all the surfaces, the image is not formed because all the surfaces are not highly polished and smooth. The uneven surfaces, the rough surfaces, on the rough surfaces also reflection of light takes place. But the reflection from the mirror, reflection from the rough surfaces They are entirely different. One is the regular reflection, another one is irregular reflection. Regular reflection, another one is irregular reflection. We can say these are the two types of image, two types of reflection. Irregular reflection, irregular, or it is also known as diffused reflection. Diffused reflection. These are the two types of reflection, regular reflection and irregular or diffused reflection. If a regular reflection taken place from any surface, then the image can be formed. For the regular reflection, the surface must be highly polished and smooth. If the irregular reflection takes place from any surface, the irregular reflection takes place from all the rough surfaces. The surface is not even, surface is not highly polished and smooth, then the irregular or diffused reflection takes place. Now let us discuss about the regular reflection. For this, let me take a plane mirror. This is the plane mirror. We know that the plane mirror has even surfaces. There are no ups and downs. And for the plane mirror, we are taking a parallel beam of light. A light ray, it is traveling parallel beam of light. All the light rays are parallel to each other. And these light rays are striking this plane mirror at various points, but the angle of incidence will be different for all the light rays. Same for all the light rays. They are parallel. These lines, these normals are also parallel. Therefore, the angle of incidence at various points, they are equal. If angle of incidence equal, then the angle of reflection will also be equal. So all the light rays reflected with the same angle of reflection, then we get the reflected beam is also parallel. Such type of reflection in which the light rays get reflected as a parallel beam for the parallel beam of incidence